Moving towards the next question, you are a Microsoft 365 administrator for a company. A user experiences an issue with SharePoint Online. You need to resolve the issue. Which two options can you choose? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Option A, go to the SharePoint Admin Center and create a support request. Option B, contact Microsoft Technical Support by telephone. Option C, create a new service request from a Microsoft 365 Admin Center. And option D, create a service request from a SharePoint portal. The correct answers are option B and C. Moving towards the next question, hotspot. The company subscribes a Microsoft 365. You need to ensure that all administrator receives the email notifications after potential service disruptions. Which three options in the edit message center preferences dialog box should you select? To answer, select the appropriate items in the dialog box in the answer area. Hot area. Which message do you want to see in the message center? Please have a look at the options. Would you like to receive email communication? Choose whether you would like us to email you a weekly digest or notify you when a major update or data privacy breach message is published. Send a weekly email digest of my messages on and send me emails for major updates of primary email addresses. Please look at these. Please enter up to two email addresses separated by a semicolon. Now look at the answers. Would you like to receive email communication? Choose whether you would like to email on a weekly message to notify you to the major update data privacy burst message is published. The correct answer is send me emails for a major updates. And yes, look at this. And for the email address separated by a semicolon, this green option is this green colored box, the answer. Moving towards the next question, drag drop. You are a Microsoft 365 administrator for a company. You need to recommend an appropriate Microsoft Office 365 plan for a customer that minimizes cost. Which subscription plan should you recommend? To answer, drag the appropriate plans to the correct features. Each plan may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Select and place. Please have a look at the Office 365 plans and their features. Now look at the answers. Moving towards the next question, drag drop. The company uses Microsoft 365. You need to identify billing and purchasing features in Microsoft 365. Match each feature to its description. To answer, drag the appropriate feature from the column on the left to the description in the right. Each feature may be used once, more than once, or not at all. Select and place. Please have a look at the features and their definitions. Now look at the answer. Moving towards the next question, you need to determine the release date of the Microsoft 365 feature. What should you use? Option A, Office Deployment Tool Release History. Option B, Office 365 Admin Center. Option C, Microsoft System Center. Option D, Microsoft 365 Roadmap. And option E, Windows Insider Program. The correct answer is option D. Moving towards the next question, your company deploys Microsoft 365. You notice improvements that can be made in some Microsoft 365 services. You need to submit a formal feature request to Microsoft with your suggestions for improvements. Which tool should you use? Option A, Microsoft Office Support Site. Option B, Security and Compliance Center. Option C, Microsoft 365 Roadmap Site. Option D, Feedback Hub app. And option E, User Voice Site. The correct answer is option E. Moving towards the next question, hotspot. You manage a point of sale terminals that run Windows 7. You must upgrade the terminals of Windows 10. Terminals will not be upgraded again for at least 5 years. You have the following requirements. Perform consistent scheduling of upgrades across all devices. Minimize cost. You need to prepare for the upgrades. What should you use? To answer, select the appropriate options from the answer area. Hot area. Please have a look at the options and their value. Now look at the answers. Moving towards the next question, hotspot. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise, select no. Hot area. Please have a look at the statements. Please look at the answers. Moving towards the next question, a company uses Microsoft 365. Users who are based on premises must be able to reset their own passwords. The company plans to purchase Azure Active Directory AD licenses. You need to identify the Azure AD licenses that meet this requirement. Which two AD licenses should you choose? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Option A, Azure AD Premium P2. Option B, Azure AD Free. Option C, Office 365 apps. And option D, Azure AD Premium P1. The correct answer is option A and D.